How are you?
I'm good.
Just back from London?
Second time back from London.
You look different. You
Ah.
get back from London and you look different.
I'm 29 now.
Oh. Wow.
That's what it is. Okay, so today we have an audience with us. So live in-house studio audience. Yay! So we're going to do a Q&A. So Andrew's going to start.
Go for it.
My question is about violence. I think there's a real obvious aggressive violence that we all see. But there's also this hidden violence that's more passive and we're not quite labeling it as that. Can we go into that?
No, I'll start with your first statement. So your question, is it even the word question can be violent, can be curious, can be exploration. What has happened to a lot of us is we have been questioned. Not that we have been given the freedom to enter a question. So one of the effects of the violence is we are very afraid to ask questions. We think we are questioning that person. So when a question is self-reflective, when a question is, I want to explore, I want to understand, I want to become clear, it is not aggressive. When a question is to throw somebody off the axis, to throw doubt onto them, then that becomes violent. So violent is inherent. You can't even say an act. Somebody can slap somebody. It can be violent or it can be love. If you see somebody in a moment of hysteria, somebody will slap them. Come on, snap out of it. Punching your chest can be violent. But if somebody is having a cardiac arrest. So we have been very concerned about behaviors. We have been very concerned about the show more than the intent. And your system knows the intent. Take you a while, you know. That is why you think that person loved you, because they say all the right words. A pimp will say all the right word to pick a girl up, you know. But that words might have aggression. And the worst is, the more well-behaved, the more proper, the more you can get away with violence. I was in LA, remember meeting a sister? We were up, our house was next to Beyonce's, I think, or somewhere there. Or Chris Rock, somewhere.
No, it was Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
So we were living there. And outside there was some Spaniard, is that how you say it?
Mexicans?
No, but American Mexican. Or something, Mexicans, yeah?
Hispanic?
Hispanic. Okay, Hispanic.
I think they were from Mexico. I don't think it's wrong to call them Mexicans.
Okay. They were there, but they looked like tattoos. They look like tough guys. Some of them have been to prison, some of them. And I was talking to them. I felt safer with them than some other neighbor probably. They were wearing it. They were that right there. They were quite tough. You know, one boy I met, I was talking to him, and he said he just got out of prison. He's like, must have been late 20s, 10 years in prison. I looked at his eyes. I saw more kindness. I'm sure they are tough guys. I'm sure they get into violence. So, violent begins with deception. When you are not what you say you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Judy, she's Abshi's biggest fan. It is so nice when some people, this is happening, I want to put it down on record. Some people come and say, so nice, I saw your conversation with your daughter. I was like, really? I was not even giving any attention to it. So many people walk up to me and go like, thank you. I was like, I really didn't know it gave that much impact. I was like,
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Right now, we're talking about violent. Huh? When I go beyond the show and I look at the essence, then I see what is there. The eyes to see love, the eyes to see kindness is missing.
But Andrew's talking about hidden violence.
That's all violent are hidden. The violence that are not hidden, the aggression. Violence is when you can lie. Violence is when you can say something but mean another thing. Violent is when you already say I'm a good person. Not that whether you are good or bad was not on the line. I go to church, I do this, I do that, I feed the dog, I And then you hide behind. You don't have to be conscious. I've seen people talk their dog, carry their dog, pick up the poo, carry a treat. A beggar sitting there are not even aware. But they will not even know that they are such a person because they have a camouflage. Until your camouflage is removed. I don't know whether you have been in a confrontational situation. Everybody is nice. You push them and see. Push them and see. Push a little bit more. And then you see it comes out. Then they go, who the hell you think you are?
It's like having like secret haters in your life.
Secret one?
Haters. People who are like not happy for you. They're jealous.
Majority of it. You see, let me say this way. Because it is camouflaged. All you're obligated to do is smile, to pull this muscle. All you're obligated is to say the word. You are never held to hold you really. Have you ever been? You cut your hair, you put that shirt, you put that pants, you walk, you sit in a particular way. Camouflage, you're lying. Until I see beyond that show, until I look what is there, until you look what is there. We would tick the box, I did this, I did that, I'm a good person, I do that. Like sometimes women say, I'm faithful to him, the man says, I'm faithful to her. That's one part.
But you also have to recognize it in yourself, right?
No, that's where we begin. It all begins with an intention, not the declaration, I'm good. I want to be good. Follow carefully. I want to be right. Then I'm self-examining. The moment you say I'm already right, you're blind. The person who declares they are not angry is the one who can be angry freely. People do the right thing. Sometimes you say, oh, that's my friend. I'm looking at the person and saying, maybe not. Because the person cannot be happy for you. But they'll buy you a gift for your birthday. But most often, that's all we ask of another. How are you? I want to fine, thank you. I used to do this in the lift. Somebody said, how are you, sir? You have an hour and a half? You're expecting a reply. Fine, thank you. How are you? Fine, thank you. Why did we start talking even? He needs to camouflage himself that he's a good person. Unless one is reflective, one is looking at oneself at all time, and one is not wearing a mask, a camouflage. So if you learn how to see beyond what is shown, of course boys will like you. Why not? What does that like? They'll say the right thing. The other day I was watching a show about serial killers and rapists, and there's a nice dialogue. They asked the policeman, the one who's investigating, how do these murderers look like? Look in the mirror. That was his reply. They look like everybody else. The real anger is what, no? That's all they reduce you to. Now I go into your specific. They just ask you to do the right thing, get married at the right time, get a degree, go to university, make daddy proud, make mommy proud. Nobody looked at you. You were just a prop to their pretension. Then where is love? Love is buy her flowers, right? Give him something. So we do the gestures. And we are fooled by the gestures, but the sad part is sometimes that's all we want. If you ask this question on a very personal level, and nobody asked for you, they just said behave. Nobody said, where are you? Be a good little girl. So pretend for daddy. All daddy is interested in you pretending. But now you must understand what is violent. Ultimately, it's for you. You can hit somebody, right? But you walk around being that person. All violent, ultimately, is self-violence. It doesn't excuse them from the act onto another. But all violent is self-violence.
Yeah, okay, before we go to the next question, that's what I was going to ask you. You know, all this hidden violence, it rebounds back to you, right?
It's you, yeah. You can be violent to me and I can walk away. But you are that violent and you find somewhere else.
That's right. That's what I learned. Somebody, one of my friends once told me, she said, like, you have all these people celebrating you and cheerleading you. You have that and you do that for your friends, but you have an expectation for us to do it to you. I can't even do it for myself. I can't do it for you.
See, that's the honesty.
And I appreciated that honesty, but I was like, that sucks.
Maybe for Apshi Vimal, she probably lived a life that is probably held. Now you're in the real world. It's a whole nother world. And I was thinking about you coming back from London. I'm like, interesting.
What's interesting? Huh?
There's no buffer. You have to face reality. But what happens? Many times you collapse when you face reality because you need a particular reality to survive. Right? But the number one key, don't allow violence for yourself. And how do you do that? Kill your violence. Don't ever allow violence to be part of your nature.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
What is that? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. But ultimately, violence is the way I see it, one of my one-liner to it. Nobody saw you for you. I'm not just a pretty face.
Okay.
I got feelings too. I want to quote this line. We men have feelings too. We feel hungry sometimes.
Amazing. Okay. Who's next?
Interesting. The whole mood changes when my daughter is asking me. I think I become a daddy. Go for it.
I have a question. And this is shifting gears maybe quite a bit, but about celebration and why is celebration important? Maybe what the science of celebration is or could be.
See, I must state this, I'll start with, there was a picture there and my daughter made it change. It was a picture of Osho. She said, we don't want somebody controversial.
Oh my God.
Leave that in if you dare. That's one of my gurus. And why I'm bringing him up is, his whole message is celebration. Celebrate. Just celebrate and celebrate and celebrate. You know what's the science behind it? That's how your body is. That's how your biology is. It wakes up to celebrate. It wakes up to exhaust itself. The study of nuclear and atoms, they say it's moving. The Hindu have a symbol of Nataraj, and it's actually the symbol of the nucleus. It's moving, it's celebrating. Constantly. I like this poem by Hafiz. He said, I heard God laughing when he saw Eric naked.
Ay.
I'm going to irritate her. So I told her, all gloves off now. Now we'll spa. Okay, hang on. What is celebration? Exactly what you are, but they hacked into you. Like happiness is what you are, but you will not believe me. A child hasn't done a thing, it's happy. Have you ever seen a child not celebrating? Once the child is not celebrating, something wrong with the child. They hack into it because they want to be the supplier of your happiness. They want to be the reason for your celebration. And they control you of what you are. I know you will not believe me. It's because they've done their job well. The day somebody tried to teach you to be successful, that's the day you started failing. If not, you're a success. And this was done deliberately. You are a celebrant. You are. That's your nature. You don't need anything. The monk gives up everything, possession, to confess that he's already home. But now, how are you going to hold somebody? I will keep my wife if I make her happy. For me to make her happy, she must be sad. It's like giving a treat to an animal. You're the treat giver. You're the one who say, good boy. Now you want to control people. You ask yourself, see your instinct. I want you to be dependent on me. I want to be the source of your happiness and your celebration. What somebody like Osho did is he reminded us who we are.
You
I
haven't
saw a
answered
clip.
the question.
Hang on, let me finish this. I saw a clip the other day. Some fake fellow, this fellow is a fake, claims himself to be a guru and all that. He's using Osho's voiceover when Osho is talking about Sadguru. And I was looking at it, I'm going like, somebody should sue this fellow. The real guru will make you non-dependent. The real guru reminds you. The real guru doesn't give you wisdom, makes you wake up to your own wisdom. He shows you you are wise. He doesn't teach you how to be right. He makes you figure out what is right about you. The very question of celebration is that somebody robbed it out of you and now they will be the supplier of it. They give you glimpses of it, but you're forever enslaved by them. You had a question, darling?
No, I said you didn't answer the question.
What's the question?
She's talking about celebration and the
The
science
sign.
of
I'm giving the sign. You are the celebration. You are.
But how do you trigger it? If it's lost. For a lot of people, it's lost.
Reject. Reject. As though I need you to be happy. It's the other way. I'm happy to be with you. You don't. Maybe I need you to exhaust my love. I don't need you to be loved. You are happy. You are all the time happy. I said, Apshi should run a class how to be happy and how to spend daddy's money. She's pretty good at that. I once took her to
That's
the
my shopping addiction, okay? Let's not talk about that.
I think she was 15 or 16. We walked into Chanel or something. I was in that mood. I said, come, buy you something. She said, you can't afford me, Dad. Was it you or your sister?
Not me lah. That doesn't sound like me. That sounds like Aishi.
No, it's you. Let's move on. What is the science of celebration? What is the science of celebration?
It's like, for example, I went to a concert, right, before I came here. Just the night before I flew. And like, it wasn't like people were not terribly drunk. It was a Sunday night concert. And it was a DJ. So it's not like there's nobody singing live. Like what you're getting is music that's remixed. But we were stood there and it was so hot. And this girl behind me saw that I was hot. And she took her fan out and she fanned me. She said, if you're hot, just let me know. I'll fan you. And then we were just dancing together. Everybody was just so happy and together. And we were like, afterwards, we just felt so much joy. We were laughing, this and that. I was like, that was that kind of moment.
In that moment, you were you.
Yeah, and we were all us. And I was like, I love your tattoos. She was like, I love you guys. Like, I still love you guys right now.
You see, that means that whenever you have not lost you, you are happy. So you ask the question, how to get back to you. Find out how they are tripping you. How they are making you betray you. How they are asking you should not be you.
And you know what it was? It's me and I was with Naja and we were dancing. And the two of us were just making up choreography and dancing. And this girl from behind, the one who was funny, she's like, can I join you guys? And I was like, yes, come join us. And then we were all being silly. And I was just like, this is so joyous. This is what
And it's just
about.
you being you.
We were just being us, exactly.
That means you being you is the joyous state. You being you. Now, it's so hard to grasp what I'm saying. And this has been lost not now, The first time they ever invented meditation, the corruption was there. That's why even man has to meditate. Men, not women. Women go shopping. Men have to meditate.
Shopping is my meditation.
Very good. But hear this, It happened, I think, when we moved from hunter-gatherer to cultivators, when we had to have slaves, when we had to have people to work for us. I think it was removed from us. Meditation is simply me falling back to me. Meditation is your signature. Your handwriting, have you seen? Very hard to forge somebody's handwriting. Very hard to forge. I mean, there is a you as you, right? Can you go back to it? Can you go back to it? But why you cannot go back to it? I need to do something to make you do what I want you to do. In order to make you do what I want you to do, I cannot be me. That's the wisdom of the monk. He's not doing anything to anybody. He retained the right to be himself. So we go back to the violent story. If I'm not violent. But it's so hard to be you, Abshi. For anybody to be themselves is so hard. It's the most insecure thing. Because we've been bombarded from young. Nobody said trust.
Yeah, because for some people, when you are yourself, they don't want to be around you.
Because they have to be themselves.
Or because you trigger them, whatever reason.
No, because you're triggering them to be themselves. But I tell you, you take the collection of all the people in your life and you label what advice this person gave. Or what this person said to me. You'll always see each one will represent something that you shouldn't be. Very few people are with you saying, I'm being with you because you are this. If it's your father, your mother, your brother, whatever it is, make a list. They all are telling you, you shouldn't be this. And more so they say, if you want me to love you, please don't be you. And it's very subtle, Abshi. And sometimes they say, if you are you, I'll abandon you. Then you believe, I don't want to be abandoned, so I'll be what you want me to be. And the moment you become what they want you to be, you're not being you. When you're not being you, even they don't abandon you, you are not happy. That's the line. I choose me. Yes, madam?
That's good.
Pretty good.
Not bad, lah. Okay.
Hard to impress this girl.
Who's next?
Who's next?
Who's next? Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on. I can wait.
I can wait too. You must just let the video pause for 3 hours and continue. Come on, Judy, you got to ask a question just for the record.
We heard it's your birthday. A birthday
Yes,
question.
it is. Can you tell us what meditation is?
Very beautiful. She asked the question. Can you tell us what this meditation is? I cannot tell you. I can include you. But if somebody tells me, can you tell me what love is? I can love you. But in order to give it a description, it's a description. Meditation is be with someone who's meditating, who is in meditation, and your system will learn it very naturally. Right? Any other technique, it is artificial. It won't work. But in essence, meditation is you're resting into you. So the eyes that looks at you for you allows you to be meditative. Until you can look at you as you. That's all. Meditation. That's it. The rest is they are using the word meditation to create a cult, a group, a following, and to torture you. It's almost like they say, sit for 3 hours. Please don't. I have psychiatrists ask me, you don't teach those things. I said, no. They say they go crazy. Of course, everybody goes crazy. You're forcing something onto you. You are voluntarily raping you. Rest is a very sacred thing. Rest doesn't come easy. Rest is to be earned.
So let me alter the question a bit. What does it mean
To be meditative.
to you to be meditating?
Okay.
Yes.
When the self is absent, when there's no self, there's no identity. When I simply become part of the all. I am, but I'm not an ego. I am, and this I am came from, it's a birth of me being part of all. part of everything. I'm part of everything. And suddenly one day I wake up, everything is a part of me. I'm you, I'm me, I'm all. Meditation is also when I'm unsplit. It's like I love my daughter, right? Whether she's here, she's not here. Irrelevant. My love is mine. It's unsplit. It's not because. It's not because. You understand? So she has a very good question. Let me answer. What is meditation?
To you.
To me. Might get me into trouble, this answer. When I'm that, and that is I am.
What does that mean?
I'm the ocean. Now I have to give you that kind of answer. I'm the ocean. I don't forget. Yes, I dwell as a wave. I dwell as a small drop of water. But the essence of the water, it knows it's part of the ocean. It is the ocean. You understand? In me, all is. That means you are not outside of me. You are within me. It's not a question. Some people say, Aham Brahmasmi means I'm God. No. That's you're trying to exaggerate something. Like within an atom, the whole universe is hidden. The whole universe is not the atom, but within the atom. Within me, all are hidden. And when I'm connected to it, I'm not acting separate from the whole. Which means to say, when I love you, I'm not loving you, I'm loving me. You're part of me. You understand? But in order to make it that you can relate, when there is no conflict, when there is no doubts, there is no mind, I'm just roaring. But the physical experience of it is unbelievable. It almost feels like I've dissolved. It almost feels like I don't have a body. Almost feels like I have no body. I'm just the wave. I'm just, what is that? I'm not saying I am that. I'm saying only that is. And there's this like unfathomable celebration, delight. Maybe this answer, no? Meditation, when I am who I am, actually I am. They said the word in Hindu is called samadhi. I've gone back to my origin. Adi means origin, sama means same. I've come back to the origin. Maybe what they meant by that is the origin of the universe. So you cannot learn meditation, you can discover it. You cannot do meditation, but you can be in it. You cannot manipulate it. So the ground of meditation is what is here. I'm not conflicted. To me, maybe to me, ask for me. For me, it feels like I'm hugged and I'm hugging. I feel like I'm hugged by my masters and almost everyone that loves me, and I'm hugging them back and I'm not letting it go. It's the most intimate thing. Is it spiritual? I don't know what the hell that word means. If I pick up a cigarette and I smoke, they'll say I'm not spiritual. So these guys have idea of what is spiritual. If I have a daughter, they said, you enlightened, you had sex? Yeah.
Ew.
Ugh.
Osho was into that, right?
Yeah.
I watched the Netflix documentary.
Yeah. Most probably too. But it's irrelevant. So I don't know how to answer fully, Judy. But you can sit with me. Do I have a technique? There's no technique, all lies. Is there a method to love? The moment it's method, it's not love. It's like I fell from a height, but I'm still falling, but something is holding.
It's like going diving. feel like diving has that feeling.
Yeah. What is meditation for you?
Like
Just to be controversial, I can smoke, right?
for the controversy only.
I'm actually a non-smoker, just for the show. It's a character I get into, you understand?
It's for the vibes.
You saying?
It's lavender only. I don't know. I feel like just walking around with my music, just being by myself, doing things by myself. Even going for my dance class and just being there and enjoying. It feels like that.
Like you've been around Appa for a long, from the beginning, but yeah, of course. You have been Appa sitting quietly or whatever. What would you say that is?
I just feel like it's just being with yourself. And you don't feel lonely.
The child shall lead the way. Because after Master's enlightenment, she was the one. I think I zapped her when she was born. That's why she's like this. I didn't have many people, so she's the one. And she lived in this energy. And that might be it, the answer. I might not even be able to answer. Just being you. Which goes on to say this point, Abshi. People cannot be themselves.
People cannot be alone. It's not even about being you. It's about being alone. It's like I'm happy when I'm in my cooking in the kitchen all by myself with my music. I'm not thinking, I'm just doing, and I'm just enjoying my company. And that's what it feels like for me.
Does that mean you're not going to find a boy and give me a grandchild?
Oh, it's work in progress, babes.
So you can be alone with another two, right?
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone I can be alone with.
I'm just rooting for a grandchild. No, you
Ask
got
me
it.
again when I'm 32, dude.
I
No
got it.
babies before 32.
Bad investment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question.
Thank you.
Thank you. So nice to have her back. Good.